The manhunt underway after several violent prisoners, including accused murderers and attempted murderers who escaped from a Louisiana jail last Friday. Police have arrested 3 of the 10 men
Look at this.
in the New Orleans area.
Oh,
that
my
happened on
goodness.
Friday night.
Just take a look at this. They write too easy. Did you see the one brother jump off of the loading dock, it looks like, and he's sagging? I mean, pull your... Listen, if there's ever been a time to pull your pants up, now might be that time. Welcome to the Jon Amanchukwu Show. Do me a big favor and subscribe to my channel. Without you, I can't work the algorithm. And as you know, the algorithm is tricky and finicky. And sometimes it suppresses my content. But you know what? I think there might be something that YouTube has against me sometimes. But at the end of the day, I'm doing the best that I can to break through. Nevertheless, in this episode, my friends, you will see that Day, Ray, Jaquan, Pookie, and the boys are getting ready to break out of prison. This is almost some Shawshank Redemption kind of stuff. And one has to say, how can all of this take place in a prison? How in the world can this be possible? Take a look at this.
Right, look at the big wall and the guys who broke out of the big house. The manhunt underway after several violent prisoners, including accused murderers and attempted murderers who escaped from a Louisiana jail last Friday. This is the video of the moment they busted out. Police have arrested 3 of the 10 men
Look at this.
in the New Orleans area.
Oh,
that
my
happened on
goodness.
Friday night, and they sent them back to lockup. There were a number of security failures, but the New Orleans sheriff says this may have been an inside job.
I'm sure it was.
We do acknowledge there is no way people can get out of this facility without there being some type of lapse in security. There's no way. It's almost impossible, not completely, but almost impossible for anybody to get out of this facility without help from the outside.
Oh, inside and outside. We're also learning the fugitives broke out through a hole they created in a wall hidden behind a jail cell toilet. Sounds like a movie. And they left a message written on the wall, too easy,
All
LOL.
right. Hold it right there. So just take a look at this. They write too easy, LOL. I guess they left one of the O's off of two. And then someone writes, I'm innocent. And then they do a little tongue coming out of the mouth and something that says OJC. I mean, this is something. OP50. I mean, these individuals knew that when they broke out of this wall, getting out of prison, that they were going to get off free. They knew it. They were confident in it. They were premeditated. They said, you know, I'm going to leave y'all a little note on this wall and just break through that little hole right there. Now, what does that tell you? It tells you that there is a lot of negligence taking place. And right now, 5 of these criminals are still on the loose, okay? They've captured 5 already, and 5 are still on the run. I believe Corey Bird, he committed second-degree murder. He's on the run. Derek Groves, attempted murder, on the run. Jermaine Donald, weapons possession, on the run. Linton Van Buren, contraband and weapon charges, on the run. And Leo Tate, burglary and illegal weapons possessions. Now, one would think that with these egregious charges, they would be in a maximum security kind of prison or something like that. I mean, what kind of insanity is this? I mean, what has the jail warden been doing? Who's on duty? Who's watching what's taking place? These guys knew that they would break free, get away, and they're doing this with support on the inside and on the outside simply because of these terrible conditions. You have to know that if these guys have committed heinous crimes in the manner that they have, then you need to make sure you keep them free, i.e., keep them locked up away from the general public, so that the individuals who are in the city of New Orleans are safe and can be free themselves. But no, these things aren't happening in many of these cities, and they show the mayor and all that good stuff, and we only know what's happening and what's going on. I'm praying for this city, because these criminals are on the loose, and someone's going to be breaking in someone's back door. Someone's going to be hijacking someone. Someone's going to be robbing someone, because they need resources to live. I saw a few days ago that one of the individuals was found sleeping on a park bench. I guess he said he gave up. I don't know if he was the one who wrote "too easy" on the wall, but he said, man, I give up. I'm going to lay down and get me a good night's rest. He woke up to the boys in blue locking him up again. Watch.
Some of the 7 remaining inmates, here we go, from the big house. Here they are. The big inmates are facing murder charges. Others are facing charges for violent crimes, such as aggravated assault and domestic abuse. Meanwhile, there are questions over why the jail authorities did not follow state law and immediately alert the public. It took hours for word to reach the public. Kaylee.
Yeah, what's crazy to me is the timing of this. So there were apparently faulty locks, and they had been flagged previously that these locks were not working. The lock was breached at 12:23. These guys get out at 1:01 a.m. They do not notice they are gone until 8:30 a.m. Okay, I have 2 toddlers, not to be compared to 10 inmates, but I can tell you, if one of them breached my doorway, it wouldn't take me 7 hours to figure it out. So do you not have Ring cameras in the very least? What is going on?
Okay, I will never forget the disclaimer that you just used on toddler children.
Yes.
That will stick with me forever. Guy.
Well, it seems pretty scandalous that this was allowed to happen, and it sounds like maybe they had help, and we'll wait on that until we get more details.
And potentially still have it.
Totally, because here's the thing, and we have the map up here, or at least the big board. 3 of the 10 have been captured. You can do the math. The majority of them are still on the loose. We covered this story on Fox and Friends Weekend. These guys have been out there free for quite some time. Yeah. Who knows where they are at this point? And the fact that these were very serious criminals accused of the most serious crimes, how were they not under more significant lock and key? How is the security so weak at a place like this? That's another, I think, public safety concern moving forward.
Well, and have they, and I mean this in all seriousness, have they taken a look at the infrastructure, the construction of the bathroom toilet areas where these guys supposedly bore a hole and tunneled their way out? I mean, have they looked at the rest of the jail at this point?
Look at the one brother. Hold on right there. Did you see the one brother jump off of the loading dock, it looks like, and he's sagging? I mean, what are these people thinking? The brother right there, look at him. I mean, listen, if there's ever been a time to pull your pants up, now might be that time, but it's a culture. It's a culture, and let me let some people know out there that this whole pants on the ground, sagging kind of vibe, this stuff started in prison. It started in prison. It would tell individuals in prison that you were, for the lack of better words, a loose booty. You belong to someone else, and you were advertising the fact that you were willing to drop the soap on purpose. No pun intended. And look at this guy. He's getting ready to escape from prison. Too easy, right? Laugh out loud. And he doesn't have enough common sense to pull his pants up. I mean, what is this world coming to? All right, so these inmates exploited faulty cell locks. They removed the toilet and cut through a wall to access a maintenance area, and escape through a loading dock and use blankets to scale barbed wire fences. You saw the gentleman who had the blanket in his hand. I guess they thought, well, man, all 10 of us gonna break out, but all we need is just one blanket to make it. I mean, what about 2 blankets or 3 blankets, maybe? I don't know. But that brother held on to that blanket. I guess they're all happy and they're celebrating the blanket man, right? This stuff makes no sense. We already saw the graffiti that was left on the wall. The escape wasn't noticed until 8:30 a.m., hours after it happened. I mean, what kind of security are we dealing with here? Is someone asleep? Is someone not doing their job? And watch this, no deputy on duty when this took place, and the civilian employees was there at the time when this happened. All right, so a civilian employee was there, but there was no deputy on duty when this took place. And so on this past Tuesday, jail maintenance worker Sterling Williams was arrested for helping the inmates escape. All right, you see in this video where they say that three of the inmates have been captured. This is a new update that I'm giving you, that now 2 more have been captured. And so this is a ever evolving situation. And my prayer is that they catch all 10. You know, the 5 remaining that's out there as well. We want them to be caught because these guys are dangerous. They are a threat and a menace to society. Also, he claimed, all right, the jail maintenance worker claimed they threatened to shank him and told him to turn off the water in a cell where they apparently removed the toilet. And so to make sure that he could live, he said, man, I ain't seen nothing. I don't know nothing. Y'all can leave. And they are gone. All right. And so I'm praying that every last one of these clowns, these jailbirds, are found and that justice is brought. And so there's an ongoing investigation with the situation. Evidence suggests that possibly there was inside and outside help that supported this. That it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out in the first place. 3 jail staff are suspended as we speak, and they are what we call potential accomplices. All right, they have been doing what was necessary in that moment to help them break free, and so they are accomplices. And the sheriff acknowledged longstanding problems at the facility. Well, sheriff, if that's the case, how come y'all didn't rectify that problem and fix it? Someone needs to be held accountable. And Governor Jeff Landry ordered a full audit and may relocate high-risk inmates to state prisons. I think that's a bright idea. It would have been nice to do that beforehand, but it did not take place. So this is what you can do. If you're in the New Orleans area, the public is urged to stay away from the fugitives and to report sightings. And there's a reward up to $20,000 for fugitive information leading to capture. We need some good Samaritans. We need some good guys out there. Be smart, be wise, and be vigilant. But please make sure you keep your head on a swivel. Look to the left and look to the right if you're in the New Orleans area, because these guys are on the loose. Let me know what you think below in the comment section. Am I right or am I wrong? Am I weak or am I strong? God bless you and God bless America.